Hey guys, I am obviously doing things a little bit different. My channel is about travel, and in between travel, I run a business, and sometimes I just need some downtime. This is actually my sister's farm, and every now and again, I get to take a break, go see her, feed the animals, and usually talk about our next trip. I do have a trip coming up in less than 2 weeks, and I am going to talk about that here in this video, and hopefully you guys will participate in the next video coming out. So stay tuned so you'll know what to do. Let's talk about it. Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing good. My channel is a travel channel, and while you guys absolutely love the cruising part of travel, so much so that I have pretty much started doing mainly cruises, because that seems to be where the most interest is. I wanted you guys to know kind of why I got the channel started and what is most important to me in doing these videos. So I'm sitting here right now in front of this nice, quiet, serene area. I'd be sitting in that little swing over there, but when I do, the goats love to talk to me and you wouldn't be able to hear me. So, in doing this, I hope to, once I build my channel up big enough, be able to continue to do things for small businesses, to be able to um, give them content, to give them videos, whether it's drone footage or advertisement footage for free. I do that now. I am concentrating very hard right now in building up my subscriber count and the channel first, so that will enable me to move forward a whole lot easier. Um, I am amazed how many people think that I get free cruises or that I get free travel or, many, many things that I have heard, and that's not the case. Um, right now, it is out of my pocket that I'm working, and I'm not complaining. Hey, I'm starting a business, and that's part of it. With doing that, though, I wanted you guys to kind of understand, since I've got more subscribers, and like I showed in a recent video, whether you saw it or not, my view count in 28 days is anywhere from 6,000 to 7,000, give or take, plus or minus, in 28 days. Well, that's a lot of people. And about 42% of that view is people coming back. So I know that you guys are coming back to watch my content. You guys don't seem to like or enjoy as much me sitting down and discussing, but I am answering questions for a lot of people who, maybe might be cruising for the first time or might be looking to travel to a certain destination and they want to know, hey, what should I avoid? What are the downfalls? What are the pluses and the minuses? And that's what this is about. That's what this channel is about. This channel is about me making sure that I can help someone moving forward. When I say, in my videos, find your joy, that's where I find my joy. I absolutely love and look forward to helping others. It is something I absolutely get a lot of love out of. In this video, I want to let you know my next video is going to be about preparing for the cruise that I'm getting ready to go on, and I've got a lot of questions about that. And I wanted to see if maybe you guys had some questions. Let me turn this around real quick here and see if we can't. I have a new camera, guys, so you'll have to bear with me. I am learning the ins and outs and all the wonderful stuff about this, but I wanted to see if maybe you guys had a few questions. In fact, I know that a lot of you do because you email me a lot of questions, and I gladly, do my very best to answer them for you. But I wanted to see if maybe you guys would leave some comments below about what is most important to you, what questions you may have, what you think about cruising as a whole. And maybe we can help answer a lot of questions for a lot of other people, because I know that I have talked to some that say, oh, I'm an avid cruiser and I saw that you posted this, but I had a question, blah, blah, blah. What do you think? I asked them, well, why didn't you comment? It's the community may want to know the exact same thing. Commenting would help them. They're like, yeah, I know. So I'm going to ask you guys if you would list below, down here, any questions, any comments, any concerns, anything that you might look forward to, comment below so that next week's video I can answer those questions, because I'm doing that next week's video anyway. But if I can be more specific to you guys and answering those questions, trying to make sure what is most important to you, um, things that you may, think about or not think about. I have my nephew dog coming up, so you'll probably see him in a moment. Hey, buddy. But if you could look forward to that, I was like, that would be really, really good with that being in mind. So is it important to you, what you think you need? What, you know, no question's going to be too small, no question's going to be too big. Um, so just ask the question. Say, hey, Tiffany, I saw that you wanted questions from us, so I'm going to ask, what's the most important thing that you pack? Or, what is the first thing you do when you get on the ship? What is the most, fun or exciting thing that you look forward to? It doesn't matter what it's about. Just go ahead and ask me those questions so that I can hopefully answer them for you. Um, but, you know, in cruising, while I absolutely love cruising, and I do, and for those of you who watch the channel, I have cruised for a very long time. I've been cruising, gosh, since the early 90s. But cruising's changed a little bit. I think COVID changed a lot of things for a lot of people. But like I've said in the past, that is absolutely, to me, the best value for your money, especially if you enjoy the water and beautiful sunsets. I absolutely think that it is the best way to travel for your money. Now, again, that's my opinion, but there's, you know, there's so much that even if you've cruised for years and years and years, there is so much that is forever changing. And what used to be is important. Perfect example. There are certain lines that you did not go on unless you were prepared to dress up. That's just the way it was. That is not as important anymore. And I don't think that, for me, that's not an issue. If you still want to dress up and enjoy your moment in the sun and get your beautiful pictures, whether it's your significant other or your family, by all means, you do you, you know. Um, there's so much in cruising that has changed, but there's so much that's still the same. And, with anything, I know, granted, like I said, I cruise, but if you're cruising for the first time, or maybe you haven't cruised in a while, I got someone just recently said, oh my gosh, I've just got back into cruising. I haven't cruised for 15 years. Um, that's exciting to see. It's like, hey, good for you. They've said it's time now. I'm going to enjoy it. It doesn't mean you know everything. You are going to have questions, and you should have a safe environment into where to ask those questions, and not feel like you're not going to get the information you need because you don't feel safe enough to ask the question. So that is the environment I'm trying to create for you guys, where we are a family and a community of travelers, whether it's just traveling through life on your own journey, whether it's traveling through a cruise, or visiting the mountains, whatever it is. I want it to be a welcoming, safe environment for those to ask those questions and to learn from each other, even if we're just going to learn more about where someone else went. There's many places that I have not been yet that I would love to go. So I absolutely enjoy, others doing that. I get to see what it's all about. And the more you learn about something, someone else's opinion is going to be different. And with that, you learn more about the place. So I think we can always gather some small bit of information that maybe we didn't know before. So I hope in some way that, it helps you. I'm on my sister's farm, and I enjoy coming out here and just taking a break. I never stop working. That's just, it's part of being someone who owns a business and runs a YouTube channel. You don't stop. But my life, I look at so much differently now. What was important before is definitely not as important now. What matters the most now, truthfully, is, you know, my family first and foremost, and being there for someone else who needs it. So let's go for a small little ride so you guys can kind of see just a little bit. I don't want to share everything. I mean, this is her home, but just kind of share a little bit. What y'all doing? Huh? They're like, you're supposed to feed us. What's wrong?
Did you get it? Did you get it? Good one. Hey guys, I hope that you have enjoyed hanging out with me on my sister's farm. We definitely talked travel while I was here. I will say, leave a thumbs up in your comment and I will give you a shout out on the video. So ask your questions. Like I said, I want this to be a safe place for us to ask questions and get to know a little bit more about travel. So until the next adventure, we'll see you next week, guys.